The 84mm Carl Gustaf man-portable recoilless rifle is a lightweight, low-cost weapon that fires a broad range of ammunition, making it highly versatile and suitable for various roles. Thanks to these features, it has achieved substantial export success and remains as a popular multi-purpose support weapon for many nations. Today we're investigating the Carl Gustaf, the recoilless rifle that stands the test of time. Similar to other recoilless rifles, the 84mm Carl Gustaf was originally designed for anti-tank purposes, but advancements in ammunition have transformed it into a truly multi-purpose weapon. The gun is reliable and rugged, tailored for a long operational life in harsh conditions. While many other Western nations have long ceased designing and manufacturing recoilless rifles, the Carl Gustaf is still in production and remains widely used. During the Second World War, Sweden quickly realized it was not adequately prepared to defend itself against armored units in the event of an invasion. The country had to depend on its defense industry's design and production capabilities to uphold neutrality. In 1942, the Swedish company Carl Gustaf Stadsgevärsfaktori, today's Saab Bofors Dynamics, produced its first recoilless rifle, the 20mm Panzervärnsgevär FM42. As both sides fielded better armored tanks during the Second World War, Sweden required more powerful anti-tank weapons and adopted the 37mm granatgevär FM43 in 1943 and the 47mm granatgevär FM45 in 1945. However, just before the fall of Berlin, new beasts with thicker armor were already on the scene. So, Sweden continued its work and produced the prototype of a new 84mm recoilless rifle in 1946. The increase in caliber also enabled the use of new types of ammunition, including high-explosive and shape-charged anti-tank projectiles. Consequently, unlike the previous models, the new recoilless rifle became a multi-purpose weapon. The Swedish Army adopted it in 1948 under the designation 8.4 cm granatgevär FM48, meaning 8.4 cm grenade rifle model 1948. It is recognized worldwide as the Carl Gustaf M1. Carl Gustaf Stadsgevärsfaktori initially carried out production, which later shifted to Försvarets fabriksverk, also today's Saab Bofors Dynamics. The Carl Gustaf M1 is 113 cm long and weighs 14.8 kg, including the 0.8 kg bipod rest. The Carl Gustaf achieved export success with its M2 variant, introduced in 1964. It was lighter and slightly shorter than the previous M1 and included several improvements. Being used by many nations naturally generated considerable feedback. Most requested weight reduction and enhanced portability. In the early 1980s, composite technologies had already advanced significantly. Thus, it was the perfect time to design a lightweight version of the Carl Gustaf M2. The new Carl Gustaf M3, whose Swedish Army designation is 8.4 cm granatgevär M86, was introduced in 1986. To reduce weight, Swedish engineers preferred a barrel with a rifled steel liner around which a laminate of carbon fiber and epoxy was wound. The vent tube remained steel, but all other external parts were made of aluminum or plastic. Another change involved the addition of a carrying handle to enhance portability. Its barrel life is about 500 rounds. The Carl Gustaf M3 is 106.5 cm long and weighs 11.7 kg. The fact that the US military also selected it under the designation of MAAWS, an abbreviation of Multi-Role Anti-Armor Anti-Personnel Weapon System, further increased the popularity of Carl Gustaf M3 in the international market. Initially, the recoilless rifle primarily served the US Special Operations Command. However, in 2015, the US Army accepted the MAAWS as an organic weapon system for each infantry platoon. Intense operational experience in Afghanistan and the Middle East generated new feedback in the new millennium. Additionally, since the 1980s, new production materials and sighting systems had been developed and the demands on ergonomics had increased. Consequently, in the 2010s, Saab engineers further refined the recoilless rifle, resulting in the creation of the Carl Gustaf M4 variant. This model was introduced into the Swedish Army service in 2018 and was designated as the 8.4 cm granatgevär M18. Compared to the earlier M3, this notably lighter version is more compact, facilitating easier use in urban areas. To reduce weight, lighter components were used whenever possible, including a carbon fiber tube with a titanium liner and new venturi design. The M4 features Picatinny rails for accessories such as lights, laser pointers, red dot sights, and intelligent sights that enable the use of programmable rounds. Thanks to the newly added travel safety catch, it can be carried while loaded safely. The recoilless rifle features an adjustable shoulder rest, a foldable carrying handle, and an angled forward grip, enhancing ergonomics. Its barrel life is twice that of the M3 variant. It also features a shot counter. The US version of the Carl Gustaf M4, the M3A1 MAAWS, has further improvements. Its Aimpoint FCS-13RE main sight is an advanced fire control system featuring an integrated laser rangefinder and a modular ballistic computer. As a result, the recoilless rifle can deliver programmable high-explosive air-bursting ammunition to stationary targets at distances of up to 1400 meters and to moving targets at distances of up to 600 meters with high precision. Trials demonstrated a high rate of 90% or higher for both moving targets at 300 meters and stationary targets at 850 meters. This capability makes the M3A1 60% more effective than the older M3 MAAWS. The M3A1 also features a backup reflex sight. The Carl Gustaf M4 has a length of 95 cm and a diameter of 85 mm and weighs 6.6 kilograms. Its rate of fire is 6 to 8 rounds per minute. The weapon, tools and accessory bags are delivered and stored in a large box, which is typically transported to the field by the unit's vehicle. A Carl Gustaf team usually consists of a gunner and a loader. Alongside firing, the gunner also carries the recoilless gun using its carrying strap, carrying handle, or in a walking ready position on the back, depending on the expected threat level. Besides loading, the loader carries 2 canisters, totaling 4 rounds. Depending on the tactical situation, 1 or 2 additional ammunition carriers can be assigned to the team. Recoilless operation is achieved by permitting a controlled portion of the propellant gases to escape behind the weapon. The rifle barrel features a cone-shaped venturi funnel at the rear. The Carl Gustaf is breech-loaded, opened by releasing the venturi fastening strap and rotating the venturi sideways. The firing mechanism remains inoperative until the breech is rotated to the fully closed position. A tongue and notch must align the round, which is percussion fired by a mechanism on the side of the chamber into the chamber. To cock the firing mechanism in a tube on the right side, the gunner pushes the cocking lever located behind the pistol grip forward, compressing the mainspring. The safety catch is located on the right side of the pistol grip. The weapon can be fired from the shoulder in a prone position or rested on the edge of a trench, or it can be fired from a mount on an armored vehicle. When fired from a flat surface, the Carl Gustaf is supported by a flexible bipod positioned in front of the shoulder piece. The earlier variants include an iron sight, but the standard sighting system features a 3x telescope with a 12-degree field of view. The gunner can quickly attach a flare sight to the gun to ensure the correct elevation when firing illuminating projectiles. The Carl Gustaf can be equipped with various types of electronic tracking fire control systems, including laser-based rangefinders. The Carl Gustaf is popular because it can fire more types of ammunition over longer ranges with greater precision than rocket-propelled grenades. Its FFV-401 anti-personnel round with 1100 fletchets saturates a vast area at close range, making it quite lethal against infantry units. The FFV-441 and FFV-441B high-explosive projectiles possess airburst detonation capability and have 1000 and 1100 meters ranges, respectively. The FFV-502 high-explosive dual-purpose round can be set to detonate on either impact or 1 second later. Its effective ranges against infantry in the open as well as stationary and moving targets are 1000, 500 and 300 meters, respectively. The FFV-502 can penetrate more than 150 millimeters of rolled homogeneous armor. The Carl Gustaf can fire the FFV-551, FFV-551C RS, FFV-751, and Heat 655 CS high-explosive anti-tank rounds. The first is a rocket-assisted projectile that can penetrate up to 400 mm of rolled homogeneous armor. Its effective ranges against stationary and moving targets are 700 and 400 meters respectively. The second is the improved reduced sensitivity version of the FV551. The third features a tandem warhead capable of penetrating of up to 500 mm of rolled homogeneous armor, supported with explosive reactive armor. Its effective range extends to 500 meters. Unlike the others, the Heat 655 CS can be fired from confined spaces. The FFV509 is designed to destroy buildings and other urban structures. It features impact and delayed fuse modes, and its effective range extends to 300 meters. The FFV756 is also designed for the same purpose. Its MT756 variant has a tandem charge. Saab and Raytheon jointly developed the laser-guided GMM projectile, which features a multipurpose warhead capable of defeating bunkers and moving light armored vehicles at a range of 2,500 meters. The munition can be fired from confined spaces. The Carl Gustaf can also fire the FFV469 smoke, FFV545 illuminating, and FFV552 practice rounds. As we always say, nothing comes without a price. This versatility and effectiveness carry both weight and some hazards. Although efforts to reduce the weight of the Carl Gustaf have continued since the day one, the weapon's powerful recoil force prevents it from being as light as an RPG. Like any other recoilless rifle, the Carl Gustaf is dangerous to be near, especially from behind. Due to the blast wave and overpressure, the weapon requires a 5-meter empty space for vertical objects during firing. A 30-meter distance is considered dangerous for a person, and 50 to 75 meters is hazardous. Therefore, the loader is also responsible for checking the area behind the weapon before firing, for people, and for obstacles that could interfere with the backblast. Crew members usually wear soft earplugs first, followed by large over-the-head hearing protectors to safeguard their ears against noise, blast waves, and pressure. The recoilless gun has fought many battles. For example, Swedish ONUC peacekeepers in Congo in the 1960s used the Carl Gustaf M1 during violent fighting in Elizabethville. In the first stage of the Falklands War, the Royal Marines fired the weapon against the Argentine corvette ARA Guerrico and neutralized her. When the Brits retook the Falklands in the second stage, the Carl Gustaf once again proved its value by destroying bunkers and fortified areas. It was among the essential infantry weapons in Afghanistan and Iraq in the 2000s. In the hands of the Ukrainians, this recoilless gun even managed to destroy a Russian T-90M. At first glance, many might say a recoilless gun is an ancient technology, stating that the Carl Gustaf is too heavy to carry on the battlefield and that firing it harms its crew. However, no one who has used it in combat would say such nonsense. It is an old-school weapon for true warriors and undoubtedly a legend. Thanks for watching our video. And please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the bell button to be notified of our new videos. Also, you can now click the join button to support our channel. And as always, we would greatly appreciate all of your likes, comments and shares.